Hello friends, today I thought of doing something totally different. I tried to write in the cloud. Just kidding. So today we are going to talk about correlation coefficient. Majority of the time people think that correlation is actually causation, and that is not true. And we are going to explain a bit using this graph which is written in the cloud. Again, I'm kidding. Okay, so you can see that on the x-axis there is free hour in life, right? And on the vertical axis you can see salary. And if I do a simple correlation coefficient calculation, I see it's R is equal to 0.79. So I can say that in life, when you have less free hours, your salary is quite high, and when you have more and more free hours, your salary tends to dip. Now, is that really true? But from the correlation graph, I can see, or you can call this as well as a scatter matrix as well, or scatter plot, and I can see there is clearly a relationship between free hour in life and the salary. But here is the challenge: when you get more salary and your free hour reduces, that doesn't mean that is always true. Now, it might happen that when there is more salary, probably the job is actually very tough, right? And your skill sets are not actually matching for that job for which you are getting so highly paid. And as a result, you have to spend more time in solving that problem and getting that salary. Okay, so now in such scenarios, when you when there is no direct relationship between the free hour in life and salary, unless we have really found the data for that, we cannot use a correlation coefficient to describe such relationship between these two variables, the salary and the free hour in life. Also, keep this in mind: correlation coefficient is used for a linear relationship. Okay, if there are outliers in the data, which you can see from that circle, right? That means there are very less free hour, and also you're making very less amount of money. If you have certain data set which are like outliers, you cannot use the correlation coefficient to describe that relationship. Also, you cannot use a correlation coefficient relationship to explain if the relationship between the two variables are non-linear. Okay, so these are the few things, additional point I would like to discuss today with relation to the correlation coefficient, and I hope this gives you some understanding that why and when we should be using a correlation coefficient. Look for confounded variables. That means here I did not say about how tough the job or the project is. If that was there, we could have clearly then built a relationship, but here we don't have that data, so that means we cannot use a correlation coefficient to explain this relationship between salary and free hour in life. Okay, I hope you have learned something new today, and take care.